Hey guys, this is John again. In this quick tutorial, I'd like to talk to you guys about the WordPress. What WordPress can do for you as far as achieving your goal. So let's start with what is WordPress? The WordPress is a CMS, is a professional, well-architected application that allows you to create basically a website. All right. So whether you're looking for a professional website or personal website or something you want to put together like a quick portfolio, list of portfolios, WordPress is the application you need. So WordPress has been around since 2003. WordPress is a content management system that whether you have broad technical language, technical skill set, or you're just a beginner, it doesn't matter. You can actually install the WordPress and then get up running like very, very fast. So you can create a website, and you can create your post, your pages, you can create a photo gallery, video, and so on. The history of WordPress, like I mentioned, it's been around since 2003. It was created by Mike Little and Matt Mullenweg. That was actually a beautifully designed, elegant, well-architected personal publishing system. Today, WordPress is built on PHP language, MySQL database. WordPress is a multi-platform, multi-browser, and basically it works everywhere. It can work on Windows, it can work on Mac, Linux, and so on, right? And actually, WordPress is not by accident. It is choice for over 30% of all sites across the whole entire web. The WordPress is open source that has evolved and progressively over time, supported by skilled and enthusiastic developers, by scientists, by designers, bloggers, and all kind of movements. The people from different backgrounds, right? So whether they have a personal goal that they wanted to kind of send a message to the other people, or maybe selling something. So everything actually, whatever you think that you want to accomplish online, the WordPress can do it for you. Anyways, I just want to make sure that I'm clear on that. So I'm not authorizing or I'm not endorsing the WordPress at all. But my goal is I want to explain to you what the WordPress is and what WordPress can do for you. So, like I mentioned, WordPress is a very flexible application. People from technical who have a technical background, and people with limited technical experience, they can use those features, plugins, themes out of box. It was such a design. It's a great and simple way in remarkable ways. You don't need to go to college. You don't need to go to take professional classes. All you need is just a basic WordPress tutorial kind of a class, basically. And that's where I come in. I can get you up and running within a couple, maybe 1 or 2 classes. So I can explain you, and then also if you want to learn even deeper in the WordPress, and the WordPress enables you actually to create your own personalized plugins. All right. So WordPress is open source, right? You can create your beautiful website, design, blog, and application. 30% of the web uses WordPress. It's a lot of beautiful designs, features, a lot of plugins. You can actually customize them, but like I said, you might need additional knowledge, skill set. So now, over 60 million people have chosen WordPress to power up the place. They call it web home or website. WordPress is licensed under the general public license, which provides for 4 core freedoms. All right, so let's talk about those. General public license, what it does is it allows you to have 4 freedoms, right? So the first freedom is to run the program for any purpose. So you're not limited to run a certain agenda, certain interest. No, there's no limit. So whatever, if you are into sport, if you are into photography, if you're into small business, or you want to just to have your personal blog, right? So there's no limit. Number 2, it's called the second freedom. You can study how the program works. You can expand your knowledge, right? You can learn a little bit more deeper and customize it. You can create your own the way you want it. So there's no limit because it's open source actually. So you can add on certain things. Like say if it's a certain feature that you don't like it, or it's not meeting your demand, what you're looking for, then you can actually customize it. Third freedom is redistribution. So whatever you work you created, actually you can redistribute it to other people. The fourth freedom is it's the same thing, close to the third freedom is you can share your code with anyone you want on the planet. That's yours, up to you. You want to sell it or you want to just share with other people. So that's the good thing about that. All right. So I feel like that enough said about the WordPress. Let's move on to so more practical. So I'd like to show you guys what the WordPress looks like and how to log in, how to create pages and post and all that, and in practice, right? So let's do that. All right, guys. So we briefly talked about what WordPress is, right? We talked about a little bit history, story, what's up with the WordPress, what WordPress can do for you. So now it's time for me to show you in practice how to log into the WordPress, talk about installations, talk about maybe like give you some little bit of instruction how to create pages, blogs, and so on, right? Okay. Now first thing is first. So I went to WordPress website. It is www.wordpress.org or just wordpress.org. So you come to this page. It basically gives you information about the WordPress. You can see the different design, all the information here. So one thing I want to mention is maybe I didn't yet. So WordPress is a customizable design, so that means you can customize the design, SEO friendly. What it means is if you create your website, that WordPress is very, very friendly with working with Google, search engine, Yahoo, MSN, Yandex, and so on, right? So that means that it's very compatible. Your code is very friendly. It's written that search engines can find your website and promote it in like upper pages, on top pages. So if someone search for in New York or Chicago or Los Angeles or Moscow or whatever you are, hey, I'm looking for let's say certain photography or design, or someone that who blog about something, or someone who sells some items, right? So they can search it. So that means Google will basically promote your site. So that's what it is. Responsive mobile sites. So that means that if you build your site in WordPress, if you pick the right theme, of course, depending on the theme, of course, anyone can also view it on their mobile devices. It could be from as small as iPhone 4 or 5, or even smaller, and then Android, tablets, all kind of media devices. Okay, high performance. It is fast. It's unlike some websites, some applications out there, like it doesn't spin and show you the progress bar. Not like that. It goes fast. Managing on the go. That means that you're not tied to computer or office or at home. You can actually modify or publish your blogs, your pictures, your videos on the go. You could be sitting on a train or on the bus or whatever. As long as you have the internet, you should be able do all that stuff on the go. High security, what that high security means? That means that it is very secure. It's the chance of getting hacked, and of course, again, depending on how you pay attention to security. So the professional, if you work with the professionals, is even better. But if not, the WordPress is very secure. You just have to, you have to pay attention to the blocks. You may want to put like a capture. You may want to put some type of a little bit of protection, so that. But overall, the code is secure. WordPress is also very powerful media management. That means uploading images, videos, so any media files is as easy as drag and dropping, basically. Okay, so that's upload. So you can do like one at a time, or you can just massive amount, like a number of images or videos. You can just drag them from your computer onto WordPress, and you can see the progress bar going. Easy and accessible. Like I said, just go type your website / login as an admin. Voila, you're there. WordPress got a lot of plugins, right? So that's right here, 45,000 plugins to help your website. Another thing I want to put some emphasis on is a community. So it's open source. The developers community is huge. They're like pretty much everywhere. They're all over the place in the world. Okay. There we go. So as you can see, you can kind of read up on your own. So what I'm going to do is I want to mention a couple of things. So one thing is, if you want to install the WordPress, you can install it on a few places. The one is either you can get a free hosting, the free hosting that has a PHP, MySQL, right? You can search to Google and say, hey, I want a web server, free web server, for example, web hosting that supports WordPress. Boom. Okay, so you can set up there. Or if you have your own web hosting, you can actually you can install there too. So another thing that option is you can get a AWS, Amazon. So let me show you that quick. So let's say AWS. Let's log into that. Since I do this for professionally, and that's what I have my. Just give me once. All right. So now here you can call it an EC2 instance. All right. So there we go. So either you can install the instance like EC2 instance here. You can also put your database in RDS, relational database server, or you can also install your database, MySQL database, on EC2 instance. Okay, so that's one of the options. Or another option is another free one is just go to the WordPress.com, and then you can install it here. Let's talk about this option. Let's say you don't want to go through installation, whole 9 yards. That's fine. You don't have to go through that. But then if you want to just take advantage of what WordPress is offering, you can do that right here. So you go to the site. All right, so I'm here. Let's create a site. Please answer these questions so we can help you make your site you need. Make the site you need, right? So let's say I'm John and I'm interested in photography, for example, right? So I'm gonna say John's photography blog, right? Here we go. I can just say this is about photography, fashion, for example, design, etc. Okay, what's your primary goal you have for your site? So I can pick one of these or all. I can just say share your ideas, experiences, promote your business, and so on. I just want to say showcase your portfolio and share my ideas, for example. Or I can just pick all. It doesn't matter. And then there we go. Then it allows me pick my theme. Or I don't have to, but let's say if I want to, based on my topic, basically it suggested the following theme, right? Which is fine, don't worry about it. Once we install this, then we should be able customize these themes. If they say if you're not satisfied with these three options, then you don't have to worry about it. Just pick one. So in this case, I'm gonna pick this one right now. Okay, now let's give a site address. So I just want to say John's photography. Let's try to spell that. So there we go. And it's basically saying, hey, they're gonna offer you some domain. This one is basically free. So, but let me pick something like different. Let's see, I'll put my name. Okay, there we go. And when it says select, and this is where it'll give you the options, like either how much you want to pay. If you don't want to pay anything at all, then this is the free option you may want to pick. You may ask what the difference is. As you can see, if you pay $4 a month, then you're going to get email and live support, free customization of domain, all free features, right? You can get a premium, best of entrepreneurs. This is $8 a month. Advanced customization, unlimited premium themes, and this is for business. So it's at $45. It comes with all these combined, all three, and plus you gotta upload themes and plugins, Google Analytics, all premium features. Okay, so in this case, let's go ahead and pick the free one for our example, for our test. Congratulations, your website is almost live. And if I go ahead, click my website, there you go, it's there. All right, I got my website already built, like within a couple minutes. Okay, so now let's say if I want to go to my sites, this is a dashboard basically. So all right, if you click on a dashboard, you can pretty much do a lot of stuff. So I can install the plugins. All right, see all the plugins. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to my own professional website. So let's go www.johntoshmato.com. all right, so the site is under construction. I'm still working on that, but then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log into the back end, which is dashboard, admin dashboard. So let's do that. So this is where all administrators come to customize the site. Okay, as you can see on the left hand side, there are a lot of options here, right? So post, this is where if you want to create some type of post about, since we started the topic like photography, for example, you take a trip to London or Spain or South America or whatever, or even just a botanical garden or outside, right? So you want to create some type of topic, and you want to put like pictures, images in your story, and then you create a post, right? So that people come in and then they can give you feedback, make it more interactive. So you can do that by just going to post. All right, let's go ahead create one of those. So I'm going to say add new. And then okay, this is what it looks like. So let's give a few seconds to load everything. Okay, so now it's basically, if you want to create a, let's say I want to create a my trip to Spain, for example, right? So this blog is about my trip to Spain last year. I can basically tell my readers about my experience, right? Oops, we got some typo here. About my experience and impressions about the trip. I can also upload some media files like images, videos, and so on. Okay. All right. This is where you put your information, and then you can pick your categories, right? Let's say for lifestyle, you can create, and you can add the different categories. For now, I think that's what it is. And then as soon as I click on publish, okay, and then so what basically happens is I'm gonna go to my reading. All right, so you go to permanent link. So click on permanent links, and then I'm gonna say, you know what, I want to customize my URL because I don't like to have a date or year, so I can make it like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and save the change. So if I go back to the post now and then find the post that I have, and it looks like this, as you can see, it's my domain name and my trip. So if I go ahead and open up in a browser, okay, my trip to Spain. How about that? So people can leave a message and say, hey, I'm glad you enjoyed your trip to Spain. I also travel a lot, and Spain is one of the places or countries I always want to travel to or visit to, whatever. Okay, so basically they can leave their comments, right? And there we go. So, and if I refresh, as you can see, people leave their comments right here. All right, now let's go back to close this, and then let's go back to the dashboard. As you can see, the post, that's what it's all about. You can create your post. Second thing is it's called pages. Okay, these pages are not so much dynamic. Well, it can be dynamic, but then this is like a kind of a pages, like a website pages, right? All right. So this is where you're gonna put about yourself, about contact us, about a lot of things. You can actually embed certain plugins. This is more like a permanent pages. Blogs are most basically like blogs, right? This is where you're gonna put your kind of a permanent pages. And another thing you can do is if you want to customize your themes, you click on the themes, and there we go. And if you're not satisfied with any of those, you don't like it, you just click on add new. And as you can see, you're given lots of options. So, and let's say if you're looking for photography, I just say photography. Look at that, you have so many options, and depending on which design and layout you like, you can just pick any of those, right? So if I say I like this one as well right here, and this one and this one, all of those good, right? So let's say this is photography. So if you want that this particular theme, you can just say install, or you can click on the preview, and it shows you what your site looks like. All right, and that is about the theme. Let's move on to this is the plugins. This is where if you need to, what is a plugin? Plugin is a piece of code or a collection of code or a package of the code that other developers already created for you. All you have to do is install it. For example, like you need to display your map in a contact page, right? And then mapping, which is a Google map. If you want to do that, you have to write a code, you have to embed it, you have to provide parameters. But if you use the plugins, WordPress will basically integrate that plugin, and then all you have to do is provide your address and maybe an API key or something, and then you can get up and running very, very shortly. And that's one example. And then other examples like shopping carts or something customizable, you can actually install that. Users section is about your audience, your subscribers, people that who want to become part of your blog, right? Every time you update your site, you add something new, is basically these are the following roles you have. So subscribers, contributors, authors, editors, and administrator. Administrator is the highest privilege, that's you. And then you have the editors and authors, contributors, and subscribers. Subscribers is a minimum kind of a level of role, so they can only read and not so much, maybe they can comment and stuff. Contributors on the other hand, they can create pages in post. Authors, they can do the create, edit, delete, and edit the same way. So as you can see, as you do more development or create more pages in posts, you'll find out the difference. But otherwise, try to not to give administrative roles to anyone except yourself, unless you truly believe that person is the administrator, because it comes with a lot of power, a lot of responsibilities. They can actually do whatever, something that not very much planned. Okay, now let's go to the tools. These are the tools. You don't have to worry about it. That means import, export certain things, plugins, if you want to do it. This is the settings of your site. So let's go there. You can just set your title, your taglines, your address, and then you can also enable someone if people want to register your site, and then you can just say, hey, by default I want people sign in or register as a whatever. So time zone is I am in New York City, so I'm gonna put the UTC-4. Okay, and then let's go ahead and save it. And the next one is writing. You can provide your email server. If you have an email, you can just put that there. You can use a Gmail if you like, it's free. Reading, it's basically when you come to first site, like first page, what do you want people to see? What do you want to redirect them, right? So first time, say if I come to www.johntashmata.com, first page, landing page, you can pick that and say, hey, I want about or home or whatever the page you want. Okay, and then your blogs, how many blogs at a time you want to see. And then same thing here, you want to turn on the search engine visibility. That means like Google, Yahoo, and all the search engines, they come in and they pick it up and then they start promoting your site. It's only best advice is only turn it on if you're ready, if your site is completely ready for people to come in to visit your site. Let's click on the discussion. This is what about the comments, right? So you can turn off the certain comments, certain pages, and so on. This is another part that I want to talk about, is the media. This is where you can adjust or set certain media default sizes, like thumbnail, medium size, large size, etc. And let's see, permanent link. I think we saw that. This is where you set your URL settings. Now, one important thing I want to show you guys, I did mention that media files. This is what images. So if I want to upload, let me see if I have certain images I want to upload. Okay, for example, if I want to upload this image, right, all I have to do is just drop it here, and as you can see, it's been uploaded already. So if I open up, it's right there. Okay, and yep, that's about it. And if you want to see how the certain page look, you just go to the pages, and I want to see, for example, how my about us page right there. So let's go ahead look at some of the. So if I want to see the portfolio list, all I have to do is just portfolio list, and then click here. There you go, and my site is basically ready to go. Click here.
So my site is still kind of under construction. I'm still working on it, and that's why you see some links are broken or maybe not customized yet. See that? That's it. So I can have my menus here, navigation, and also this is responsive design. How do you see responsive design? Is you can just go to inspect element, and once you open it up, you click on this guy right here on the left, say toggle device toolbar to the mobile, and there we go. It is responsive design. Nice, right? Okay, and I can go to the different pages here. Okay, all right, wonderful. Any questions? Let me know. If you need me to teach you how to work with the WordPress, if you need help with, hey, if you decide, hey, I want to learn more detail, I want to become a WordPress developer, contact me. I can set you up with a good program. WordPress is free, open source, but it's just, it may require a little bit more studying and practice. So that's where I come in. I'll help you with, train you with the WordPress. I'm a Zen certified PHP engineer, Oracle certified, IBM, and I've been doing this for 14, 15 years. Or if you have some project you want to outsource to me, that's fine. I live right here in New York City, and yeah, let me see what I can do for you. I can help you. So anyways, I can help you. Reach out to me. I'm here. My presence is everywhere, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on the website. So, or you can contact me anytime. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.